Here's everything you need to know about the blockbuster World Cup matches, kicking off tonight and early tomorrow morning. If you think these groups are predictable, you're missing the entire blueprint of how modern international football is won on the tactics board. The schematic battle in Atlanta tonight centers entirely on whether Senegal's athletic mid-block can disrupt Didier Deschamps' automated transition machine. France enters the pitch as heavy favorites, but top football creators are already pointing out a massive tactical vulnerability in Les Bleus' recent tape: positional stagnation when forcing play through a crowded low center. If Senegal's defensive pairing can restrict space for Kylian Mbappé to cut inside onto his right foot, France will be forced into sideways passing loops. Pundits expect Senegal to willingly cede 60% of the possession, relying on explosive, direct counterattacks down the channels to exploit France's high defensive line. The blueprint for Senegal is simple: absorb the structural pressure, force errors in the middle third, and execute vertical passes immediately. But while France tries to unlock Senegal, a brutal clash of contrasting tactical philosophies kicks off under the stadium lights between Iraq and Norway. Norway's blueprint is entirely predictable, yet devastatingly difficult to stop, overloading the half spaces to create clean, isolated one-on-one chances inside the box. Top football analysts are heavily focusing on the physical mismatch in the final third. Iraq's tactical response under pressure must be absolutely flawless. Their manager is expected to deploy a rigid, highly compact 5-3-2 low block to completely deny space behind the backline and suffocate Erling Haaland's progressive runs. Pundits agree that if Iraq suffers even a single second of hesitation in their defensive tracking, Norway's clinical finishing will punish them ruthlessly. Iraq's only path to points relies on absolute positional discipline, cutting out the useless noise and dragging the clock down to stifle Norway's attacking momentum. Then tomorrow morning, the early kickoff brings an absolute masterclass in high-pressing dynamics. Lionel Scaloni's Argentina functions like a finely tuned tactical machine, utilizing short declarative passing combinations to dismantle defensive structures from the inside out. Prominent creators are breaking down the tape of Algeria's defensive transitions, noting that the African side struggles significantly when trapped in an aggressive, high-intensity counterpress. Algeria cannot afford to half-ass their defensive duties or wait for individual moments of inspiration. Their midfield must practice active observation, tracking runners seamlessly to prevent Argentina from establishing their signature passing rhythm. If Argentina controls the tempo early, they will suffocate Algeria's progressive lines and cleanly dictate the terms of the entire match. Action creates confidence, and Argentina builds their entire system on forcing the opponent into early, game-defining mistakes. Finally, the morning slate concludes with the ultimate test of systemic pressing versus pure defensive grit: Jordan versus Austria. Austria, running Ralf Rangnick's relentless, heavy-metal counterpressing framework, will look to completely overwhelm Jordan from the opening whistle. They prioritize intense physical output, aiming to trap Jordan inside their own half and force high turnover mistakes. Pundits are calling this a definitive blueprint match for Jordan. To survive the Austrian swarm, Jordan must abandon any risky playing from the back routines, execute under extreme duress, and focus on long vertical targets to bypass the first line of the press entirely. It is an exhausting, high-stakes structural audit for Jordan, where absolute concentration for 90 full minutes is non-negotiable. Close enough is never enough when you are facing a system designed to suffocate your passing lanes. Look at the slate. Tonight and tomorrow morning will prove that match results aren't won on paper or decided by past international reputations. France has the star power, but Senegal has the structure. Norway has the firepower, but Iraq has the discipline. Argentina brings the machine, while Algeria brings the defiance. And Austria will bring the chaos that Jordan must systematically survive. The group stage tables are about to be completely flipped on their heads, and the stakes for these 8 nations just went through the roof. Because on the grandest stage in the world, the teams that walk away with 3 points won't be the ones who just showed up to play the game. They will be the ones who actually owned it. Now go.